Ringing you, Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again leaving yourself a message regarding my brother Talib Hussain. I need to know where my brother is, and obviously I'm ringing yourself every single day now. It's been 77 days that my brother's been abducted from my care without any justifiable cause or reason. There is absolutely no reason why you should not engage with me and tell me where my brother is, considering that you, the local authority, have instructed the police to come down and abduct him and then put bail conditions in place. And the bail conditions are by you, the council, not by the police. The police have no right to put bail conditions where they state that I can't see my brother anymore. These are always all been spearheaded by you yourselves, and now you're looking to, now you're looking to act like you don't know what's going on. You know exactly what's going on. My brother's been kidnapped from my care under false pretenses, and now is being held by yourself 77 days later. We are his family, next of kin, nearest relative, and I'm reminded that you attempted to remove me as nearest relatives in the past. Excuse me. You have attempted to remove me as nearest relatives in 5 years ago. In this time, exactly 5 years ago, from the start of end of August to November time, when you were pursuing when your manager Vicina Brown was pursuing when your manager Vicina Brown, in collaboration with Nadia Khan, were pursuing court litigation action to have me removed as nearest relatives and to force him into care, as you were attempting to do then. That was 5 years ago. Now all of a sudden you are at it once again holding my brother hostage like this without providing me with a simple answer of what legal framework have you used. There is no legal framework, is there? You've just come down with the police and abducted him one day, and I note the fact that you were working that day and you refused to come down, and some other person came down who I've never met before. That was quite clearly antagonistic, who came down with a specific purpose of abducting my brother. It became quite clear to me this so-called quote-unquote welfare checks. These welfare checks are malevolent, aren't they? They sound innocuous on the surface of it. They sound benevolent on the surface of it. We're just concerned that we're just trying to do a welfare check. You're coming to do a welfare check, and then all of a sudden you've arrested me and kidnapped my brother, and then searched the whole house and then taken his passports. All right, and other valuable items from the house without any court oversight, and now all of a sudden you're stating that it's because now you're stating that. Now you're not stating anything. You're just cowardice and You're just cowardice and pusillanimously running away from the scene, saying we don't want to talk to you. Write to us. Don't talk to us. We're not going to talk to you because you don't want to be put on the spot to answer some very basic questions, like how have you taken my brother? What legal framework have you used? You are not his DW. You are not his You are not his lasting power of attorney holders. All right, you don't have lasting power of attorney for his health and welfare. All right, you have not got that. I had that. You suspended that, and it was negligent on your part. It was negligent on the part of the Office of the Public Guardian to leave my brother in a situation and a circumstance where he has nobody to act on his health and welfare. Lasting power of attorney while it was suspended. You are quite clearly only interested in the money because that's what you put yourself in charge of, the money. But what about his health and welfare? And we've had this discussion before as well, haven't we? You are not his lasting power of attorney for his health and welfare. Number one, you are not his lasting power. You are not his deputy for health and welfare. You've not done that yet. You've never been. In fact, from my freedom of information request, you've never been a deputy for health and welfare for anybody. You've never done that before. You may go to the courts to get a financial deputy so you can be in charge of the money and then swindle the money and to control the person, but you've never been a health and welfare deputy. And if you're not his health and welfare deputy and you have no lasting power of attorney in place for his health and welfare, then how the hell have you managed to register him with a new GP practice, medicating him without his consent and authority? Or because the thing is, if you have registered him, have you got his consent and authority? You've not done that, because if you get his consent and authority, then clearly he has mental capacity. So he has mental capacity regarding his health and welfare, which is to your interest because you've not got a lasting power of attorney or a deputyship in place. But when it comes to his money, and all he's saying is that I don't want you to take care of my money, I want my brother Shazad to take care of the money, then he doesn't have mental capacity. And what kind of a joke is that? His mental capacity is whatever you want it to be, or whatever's in your best interest. And then you can just buy anybody off to rubber stamp whatever needs to be rubber stamped. This is just simply ridiculous. It's simply not the case that my brother has mental capacity according to your wishes. Now all I'm asking is give me the legal framework. You know that I have always provided you, the council, with my legal basis. I had lasting power of attorney. I was my brother's DWP appointee. That makes no difference, does it? Now the DWP appointee, being my brother's DWP appointee prior to 2016, that had no value. You just simply removed that. How can you remove the DWP appointee without me relinquishing it? The DWP themselves have told me we cannot change somebody's DWP appointee.
3 seconds recording time remaining.
The DWP themselves have told me that we can't remove a DWP appointee until somebody relinquishes it. But yet then you've got that as well. You just twist and turn the laws as much as you want in order for your own benefit, in order to serve yourself. This is completely horrendous, Mr. Browell. This is not acceptable, and I urge you to let me know where my brother is. You can't hold him hostage like this.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. To re-record message, press 3. Message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
So this is what they're doing. They've got my brother, they're holding him hostage, they're not providing me with any legal framework that they used in order to capture my brother. They're just basically saying, well, you should trust us. We are the authorities, we know what we're doing. When they don't know what they're doing, they're a complete arse. They make a complete ass of everything because they're incompetent, moronic, idiotic, and grossly negligent. They do not know what they're doing. They've messed up in my brother Nazim's case. They forced him into a care home and then threw him off a 3-story building when they served their agenda. They're grossly incompetent, grossly negligent. And here I am fighting for the rights of my brother. And they're saying I've got no rights because I'm not officially recognized by anything. My brother's authorized me to act on his behalf. What other rights do I need? This is simply ridiculous. This is simply a joke of a situation. It's just very distressing to know the fact that nothing I say, nothing my brother says has any value, legally speaking, because they can buy off the judiciary and the judges and the courts and everybody else. This is simply ridiculous. This is simply a heinous crime that they're committing against us, and there's nothing I can do about it because they're bought the judges off. Now, all I'm asking for is a simple explanation. Just explain to me exactly how have you managed to take control of my brother like this. There are laws protecting him, going back to the habeas corpus laws and the Magna Carta laws. There's laws protecting civilians. You can't just come and take a civilian willy-nilly at your ease whenever you feel like it, because you people can't do your jobs properly. And I'm looking to expose these failures, endemic and systemic failures. What the hell is going on here? This is simply ridiculous. I'm just aghast of what next to do, because it's now been 77 days that my brother's been abducted. For 53 days now, I believe 53 or 54 days, I've left a message every single day for them to contact me. They can simply, they say that they don't even have a duty of care. Basically, they do whatever they like. Nobody can touch them, because if anybody raises anything, anybody says anything to them, they can always target them, victimize them, lay false allegations against them, put in put them into prison, buy off the judges, buy off the judiciary, buy off the Court of Appeal in order to cover up their own systemic failures. Absolutely horrendous that I'm having to go through this over and over again, and they're sitting back pretty, aren't they? They're sitting back relaxing, thinking, hey man, we're not going to do anything. We've done a smash and grab, we've taken what we want to take, let you go and put your complaints in, put your do what you need to do in it, but at the end of the day, we've got control, we've got dominance, we've got possession. That's all. The smash and grab, take possession, and then leave the other person reeling as I'm reeling. It's ridiculous, horrendous, and preposterous.